In the sprawling intergalactic academy that hovered like a silent colossus in the void between stars, the arrival of a new student was usually a cause for celebration and curiosity. This academy, known across galaxies for its inclusivity and high standard of education, was a melting pot of species and cultures, a place where future leaders, scientists, and heroes were molded. However, not all arrivals stirred the same excitement or warmth. Xylo, a young being from a distant and little-known planet, stepped into the academy with a mix of fear and hope. His skin shimmered with a subtle iridescence under the artificial lights, shifting colors with his emotions, a trait unique to his kind. But beneath the captivating display was a palpable nervousness, an unease that clung to him like a second skin. From day one, Xylo found himself the target of bullying. It wasn't his appearance that drew ire. The academy was a tapestry of forms, hues, and sizes. It was his inherent gentleness, his reluctance to engage in the competitive banter, and his soft-spoken nature. In a place that celebrated strength and diversity, Xylo's qualities were, paradoxically, his vulnerabilities. Whispers followed him through the corridors, mocking his every step. His classmates, emboldened by his non-confrontational responses, escalated their taunts into more tangible forms of harassment. Books knocked from his hands, slanderous words etched onto his locker, and isolation tactics during group assignments. The teachers, busy with their own duties and managing the complex dynamics of such a diverse student body, failed to notice the growing storm around Xylo. Then came a day that would mark the beginning of a change, not just for Xylo, but for the entire academy. During a routine physical education session, a game designed to foster teamwork and physical prowess became a spectacle of cruelty. Xylo, chosen last for a team as was now expected, found himself the repeated target of the game's physicality, pushed to the ground with a force that left him gasping for breath. As the laughter echoed around him, a figure stepped through the crowd. Alex, a human student known for his athletic prowess and competitive spirit, offered Xylo a hand. Unlike the others, Alex had grown uncomfortable with the way Xylo was being treated. His sense of justice, ingrained from a young age on a planet where compassion was valued alongside strength, would not allow him to stand by any longer. "Enough," Alex said, his voice cutting through the laughter with its calm but firm timbre. His intervention wasn't met with immediate approval. Mockery and jeers were directed at him now, but Alex stood his ground, helping Xylo to his feet. "Why bother, human? He's just a weakling," sneered one of the bullies, a sentiment echoed by others in the crowd. "Because," Alex replied, meeting the gaze of each student in turn, "strength isn't just about physical power or being the loudest in the room. It's about standing up for what's right, about protecting those who can't protect themselves." His words, simple yet powerful, hung in the air. Some students looked away, ashamed, while others seemed to consider his words seriously for the first time. From that day forward, Xylo was no longer alone. Alex's act of courage encouraged others to rethink their actions and attitudes. Slowly, the culture within the academy began to shift. Bullying, once rampant and overlooked, became less tolerated among the student body. Teachers took a more active role in nurturing a supportive environment, recognizing the importance of their oversight. As for Xylo, the change in his peers' behavior towards him was a balm to his bruised spirit. With Alex's friendship, he found the confidence to share his insights and knowledge, surprising many with his keen intellect and innovative thinking. The duo became an unexpected yet formidable team, challenging the status quo and championing a new ethos of empathy and collaboration within the academy. As the days turned into weeks at the Intergalactic Academy, the bond between Xylo and Alex grew stronger, their friendship becoming a beacon for others. Their tale of courage and unity spread like wildfire, inspiring a movement within the school's walls. Students from different species and backgrounds began to reach out, forming a diverse group united by a common desire to foster a culture of inclusivity and support. Alex and Xylo, once an unlikely pair, found themselves at the heart of this transformation. Alex's innate leadership skills and Xylo's insightful creative mind became the driving force behind a series of initiatives aimed at promoting understanding and respect among the Academy's diverse student body. One such initiative was the establishment of the Cultural Exchange Program. Recognizing the value in understanding the myriad cultures represented at the Academy, Alex and Xylo proposed a program where students could share their traditions, foods, and stories. The program was a resounding success, turning former skeptics into enthusiastic participants. It became common to see students from radically different backgrounds sharing meals and stories, their laughter echoing through the halls. However, not all were pleased with the changing atmosphere. A small faction of students, resistant to change and clinging to outdated notions of superiority, began to push back against the tide of inclusivity. This group, calling themselves the Purity, sought to undermine the newfound unity within the Academy. They spread false rumors, staged disruptive protests, and even resorted to sabotage to fracture the growing sense of community. The tension reached a boiling point when the Purity orchestrated a major disruption during the Academy's annual Unity Day celebration, a day meant to honor the school's diverse cultures and species. Their actions aimed at inciting chaos instead served as a catalyst for Xylo and Alex's next step. In response, Xylo devised a plan that would require not just bravery and intelligence, but the very essence of what they had been promoting: unity. With Alex's support, Xylo reached out to the student body, calling for a show of solidarity against the divisive actions of the Purity. The response was overwhelming. Students from every corner of the galaxy stood together, forming a human and non-human chain around the Academy's main hall, a powerful symbol of their commitment to each other and to the values of the Academy. The display of unity was a turning point. The Purity, faced with the overwhelming opposition of their peers, began to diminish in influence and numbers. Many of its members, seeing the error of their ways, sought forgiveness and were integrated into the broader community, their views changed by the example set by Alex, Xylo, and their friends. The winds of change had swept through the Academy, leaving behind a vibrant tapestry of unity and collaboration. However, the true test of this newfound harmony was just on the horizon. The Galactic Challenge, a prestigious inter-academic competition that tested both the intellectual and physical capabilities of the participating schools, was approaching. For the first time, the Academy was poised to enter the challenge not as a collection of brilliant individuals, but as a cohesive, united front. Alex and Xylo, now recognized leaders within the student body, were at the forefront of preparing their peers for the competition. The challenge was renowned for its difficulty, encompassing a wide range of disciplines from quantum physics and interstellar navigation to zero-gravity athletics and diplomatic scenario simulations. Success required more than just raw talent. It demanded teamwork, adaptability, and a deep understanding of the diverse cultures and perspectives that made up the galaxy. In the weeks leading up to the Galactic Challenge, the Academy buzzed with activity. Students were divided into specialized teams, each focused on mastering a particular aspect of the competition. Alex led the physical training sessions, using his athletic expertise to prepare students for the grueling physical trials. Xylo, with his innovative mind and keen strategic thinking, took charge of the academic and simulation teams, pushing them to think outside the box and develop creative solutions to complex problems. Amidst the preparation, a message arrived from the Galactic Challenge organizers introducing a new component to the competition: the Unity Trials. These trials were designed to test the participants' ability to work together across cultural and species boundaries, a direct response to the increasing diversity of the galaxy's academic institutions. The announcement sent ripples of excitement through the Academy. The Unity Trials were not just another challenge to overcome, but a chance to showcase the very essence of what they had achieved as a community. The day of departure arrived, and the Academy's delegation set off for the challenge, held on a neutral space station at the heart of the galaxy. The atmosphere was electric with anticipation and nervous energy. Upon arrival, they were greeted by teams from across the galaxy, each a dazzling display of the diversity that spanned the cosmos. The competition was intense from the start. The Academy's teams excelled in the academic and technical trials, their innovative approaches and deep understanding of complex concepts setting them apart. In the physical trials, Alex's training paid off, with the Academy's athletes performing at their peak, navigating zero-gravity obstacle courses, and demonstrating unparalleled teamwork. However, it was the Unity trials that truly set the Academy apart. Tasked with solving a simulated crisis that threatened a multi-species colony, the Academy's team drew upon their diverse backgrounds and experiences to devise a solution that was both ingenious and inclusive. Their approach not only resolved the crisis, but also preserved the cultural integrity and autonomy of the colony's diverse inhabitants. The final day of the Galactic Challenge dawned, a culmination of weeks of intense competition and camaraderie. The Academy's delegation, buoyed by their successes and the unity they had forged, awaited the announcement of the overall champions with a mix of anticipation and serene confidence. They had exceeded expectations, not just in the trials, but in demonstrating the profound strength of their unity and respect for diversity. As the delegations gathered in the vast auditorium of the space station, the air was thick with tension and excitement. Species from across the galaxy, in a dazzling array of forms, communicated in a multitude of languages, their conversations a testament to the galaxy's rich tapestry of life. Above them, a holographic display projected images of the competition's highlights, including several moments of the Academy's teams in action, drawing cheers and applause from the audience. The ceremony began with speeches from the organizers and distinguished guests, praising the competitors' efforts and the spirit of the Galactic Challenge. The emphasis was on the importance of unity and cooperation in facing the challenges of the galaxy, a message that resonated deeply with Alex, Xylo, and their peers. Finally, the moment of truth arrived. The announcer, a being of shimmering light and sound, called forth the winners of the Unity trials. To no one's surprise, the Academy was announced as the champions, their innovative and inclusive solution earning them the highest honors. The auditorium erupted in cheers and applause, the Academy's delegation standing proud as they received their trophy, a symbol of their achievement and the ideals they represented. But the surprises were not over. In an unprecedented move, the Galactic Challenge organizers introduced a new award, the Harmony Award, created to honor the team that had best exemplified the values of unity, respect, and cooperation throughout the competition. The award, decided by the votes of all participating teams, was a testament to the impact the Academy's students had made on their peers from across the galaxy. When the Academy's name was announced as the first recipients of the Harmony Award, the auditorium's cheers reached a new crescendo. Alex, Xylo, and their team accepted the award, their hearts full of joy and pride. In that moment, they realized that their greatest victory was not the trophies or accolades, but the respect and friendship they had earned from the galaxy's diverse inhabitants. The journey back to the Academy was a celebration of their achievements, but also a time for reflection. Alex and Xylo, looking out at the stars, contemplated the future. They had faced challenges both within and beyond the Academy's walls, proving that unity was not just an ideal to strive for, but a tangible strength that could overcome the greatest obstacles. The legacy of Alex and Xylo, and the movement they had started, would live on, inspiring future generations to dream bigger, reach further, and stand together in the face of the unknown. In the vast expanse of the galaxy, filled with endless possibilities and challenges, the story of their friendship and courage would echo, a reminder of the power of unity in a diverse universe. The return of the Academy's delegation, champions of the Galactic Challenge, marked a turning point in the institution's history. Their achievements resonated beyond the medals and accolades. They had become symbols of a cultural revolution that championed diversity, unity, and mutual respect. The Academy, once a microcosm of competition and individual achievement, had transformed into a beacon of collaboration and inclusivity, attracting attention from educational institutions across the galaxy. In the wake of their victory, Alex and Xylo found themselves at the forefront of an unprecedented wave of change. Their story, from standing up to bullies to leading their peers to galactic triumph, had become legend. But for them, the journey was far from over. They saw their success not as a conclusion, but as the beginning of a broader mission to spread the values of unity and understanding across the stars. Their first step was to institutionalize the changes they had pioneered. Working closely with the Academy's administration, they helped develop a new curriculum that incorporated lessons on cultural empathy, team building, and ethical leadership alongside the traditional subjects. This curriculum would ensure that the spirit of unity that had propelled them to victory at the Galactic Challenge would be imparted to future generations of students. Moreover, the Academy began to host intergalactic symposiums, inviting educators, diplomats, and students from diverse worlds to discuss and share strategies for fostering unity and diversity. These symposiums became a melting pot of ideas and philosophies, further enriching the Academy's culture and providing a model for other institutions to follow. As the changes took root, Alex and Xylo embarked on a series of speaking engagements across the galaxy. They shared their story, from the challenges they faced to the lessons they learned about the strength of unity in diversity. Their message resonated with beings from all walks of life, inspiring others to challenge the status quo and work towards a more inclusive society. However, their journey was not without challenges. The galaxy, vast and varied, was home to deep-seated prejudices and conflicts that had simmered for centuries. Alex and Xylo encountered worlds where the concepts of unity and cooperation were met with skepticism or outright hostility. Yet, they persevered, believing that even the longest journey begins with a single step. Amid their travels, they also discovered stories of others who, inspired by their example, had initiated their own movements towards peace and understanding. These stories, each unique in its context and challenges, reinforced the idea that change was possible, one heart and mind at a time. As they looked out into the vastness of space, they understood that their mission was far from complete. The galaxy was filled with endless opportunities for growth, learning, and unity. With each world they visited, and each life they touched, they were weaving a tapestry of understanding that spanned the cosmos. Their legacy, however, was not theirs alone. It belonged to every student, educator, and being who believed in the power of unity amidst diversity. As the stars twinkled silently in the void, Alex and Xylo knew that the future was bright with the promise of a galaxy where every voice was heard and every life valued. The horizon stretched out before them, infinite and inviting, a blank canvas upon which they and countless others would continue to draw the outlines of a more unified, peaceful galaxy. As the galaxy spun its timeless dance, the seeds of unity sown by Alex and Xylo began to sprout in the most unexpected of soils. Worlds that had once eyed each other with suspicion now reached out with tentative gestures of friendship, inspired by the example set by the Academy's champions. The message of unity, carried on the winds of change, found fertile ground in communities starved for peace and understanding. Meanwhile, the Academy itself had become a hub of innovation and collaboration, attracting beings from across the cosmos eager to learn and share in its vibrant culture. It was no longer just an institution of learning. It had become a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of diverse beings working together towards a common goal. Amidst this backdrop of change, Alex and Xylo continued their mission, traveling to distant planets and participating in forums and peace talks. Their story, once a mere whisper in the vast expanse of space, had grown into a powerful narrative that challenged old prejudices and encouraged a new way of thinking about diversity and cooperation. On one such journey, they visited a planet that had been torn apart by civil strife, its people divided by deep-rooted fears and mistrust. The leaders of the warring factions, having heard of Alex and Xylo's work, requested their presence as mediators in peace negotiations. It was a daunting task, but one that they approached with the same determination and hope that had guided them thus far. The negotiations were tense, the chasm between the factions seemingly insurmountable. Yet Alex and Xylo shared their experiences, speaking of the challenges they had faced and the understanding they had forged from adversity. They spoke of the Academy, where beings from different worlds and perspectives came together to learn not just from books, but from each other, Gradually, the atmosphere in the room began to shift. The leaders, moved by the sincerity of Alex and Xylo's message, started to see their adversaries not as enemies, but as fellow beings with their own fears and hopes. The talks, once stalled by suspicion, gained momentum, paving the way for a historic peace accord. Back at the academy, news of their success spread, reinforcing the belief in the power of diplomacy and empathy. The students, inspired by Alex and Xylo's achievements, organized a galaxy-wide conference on peace and unity, inviting delegates from numerous planets to share their stories and solutions for achieving harmony. As the conference concluded, the participants, now ambassadors of unity in their own right, departed with a renewed sense of purpose. The galaxy, with all its diversity and complexity, seemed a little smaller, a little closer to the ideal of universal harmony that had once seemed so distant. The legacy of Alex and Xylo, two students who had dared to stand up for their bullied friend, had grown into a force that transcended boundaries, both physical and metaphorical. Their journey had shown that unity was not just a dream, but a possibility, woven into the fabric of the galaxy by the hands of those brave enough to believe in it. In the ever-unfolding tapestry of the cosmos, the passage of time is marked not by the ticking of clocks, but by the stories of those who dare to dream and act. As the galaxy continued its eternal waltz among the stars, the story of Alex and Xylo, once a mere spark in the vast darkness, had ignited a beacon of hope and unity that burned brightly across worlds. The Academy, forever transformed by their courage and vision, stood as a shining example of what could be achieved when beings from all corners of the universe came together in the spirit of understanding and cooperation. It was a living legacy, a place where the future leaders of the galaxy were nurtured not just in knowledge, but in the values of empathy, diversity, and unity. Yet, the journey of Alex and Xylo was far from complete. As they ventured forth, their mission took them to the fringes of known space, to worlds isolated by vast distances and ancient prejudices. These were places where the light of unity had yet to penetrate, where fear and suspicion reigned. But it was here, in these forgotten corners of the galaxy, that their message was needed most. Their travels brought them to a planet enveloped in darkness, both literal and metaphorical. Its inhabitants lived in the shadow of a long-standing conflict, their hearts closed to the possibility of peace. The planet's surface was scarred by the remnants of war, a stark reminder of the cost of division and hatred. Alex and Xylo's arrival was met with skepticism, their message of peace viewed as an idealistic fantasy. But they were undeterred. With patience and compassion, they reached out to the planet's inhabitants, sharing stories of worlds transformed by the power of unity. They spoke of their own journey, of the challenges they had faced and the friendships they had forged in the pursuit of a greater good. Gradually, the seeds of change began to take root. Small groups of individuals, inspired by Alex and Xylo's message, started to come together, bridging divides that had once seemed insurmountable. These groups grew in number and strength, becoming catalysts for a movement that spread across the planet. The transformation was slow but undeniable. As old wounds began to heal, the planet's inhabitants discovered the strength in their diversity, the beauty of their combined cultures and histories. The darkness that had enveloped the world began to lift, replaced by the light of hope and reconciliation. Back at the Academy, the story of the planet's awakening was celebrated as yet another triumph of unity over division. It served as a powerful reminder to the students and faculty of the impact they could have on the galaxy, of the ripple effects that their actions and beliefs could generate. Their legacy was not just in the worlds they had touched or the conflicts they had helped to resolve. It was in the countless individuals inspired to carry forward the torch of unity, weaving their own threads into the ever-expanding tapestry of the galaxy. The loom of time would continue to turn, and with it, the story of Alex and Xylo would endure, a beacon of light guiding the way toward a future where unity and diversity were celebrated as the greatest strengths of the cosmos. As the eons drifted by, the tale of Alex and Xylo became woven into the very fabric of the galaxy itself. Their names were whispered in hushed reverence across worlds, their deeds recounted in songs and stories that spanned generations. They had become more than just individuals. They were symbols of the enduring power of unity and compassion in the face of adversity. The Academy, now an institution revered throughout the galaxy, continued to serve as a beacon of knowledge and enlightenment. Its halls echoed with the laughter and voices of beings from a multitude of species, all united in their pursuit of understanding and cooperation. The legacy of Alex and Xylo lived on in every student who passed through its doors, their teachings woven into the very curriculum that shaped the minds of the future. Meanwhile, the galaxy itself had undergone profound changes. Worlds once divided by mistrust and conflict had come together in peace and cooperation, their inhabitants bound by a shared vision of a better future. The darkness that had once threatened to consume them had been banished, replaced by the light of understanding and harmony. Alex and Xylo, though long departed from the mortal realm, were never forgotten. Their spirits lingered in the hearts of those who had been touched by their message, guiding them through the trials and tribulations of life. They were the eternal guardians of unity, watching over the galaxy with eyes that saw beyond the stars. In the depths of space, where time held no sway, Alex and Xylo's journey continued unabated. Together they explored the farthest reaches of the cosmos, seeking out worlds in need of their guidance and wisdom. They were the eternal travelers, bound by an unbreakable bond forged in the crucible of friendship and shared purpose. Their journey was not without its challenges, for the galaxy was vast and ever-changing. But with each new obstacle they faced, they drew strength from the lessons they had learned and the love that had sustained them through countless trials. Together, they were unstoppable, a force of nature that defied the very fabric of reality. And so, the eternal symphony of Alex and Xylo echoed through the cosmos, a melody of hope and renewal that touched the hearts of all who heard it. Across the stars, beings looked to the heavens with awe and wonder, knowing that somewhere out there 2 souls danced among the stars, their legacy immortalized in the eternal tapestry of the universe. In the cosmic expanse where time and space intertwine, there exists a realm beyond mortal comprehension, a realm where the spirits of the departed wander, their essence woven into the very fabric of the universe. It is here, in this ethereal realm, that the spirits of Alex and Xylo found themselves reunited once more. Their reunion was a moment of profound joy, a merging of souls that transcended the boundaries of the mortal world. Together they soared through the endless expanse of stars, their spirits entwined in a celestial dance that echoed the harmony of the cosmos itself. As they journeyed through the vastness of the afterlife, they encountered beings of all shapes and forms, each with their own stories and experiences. Some were spirits of great wisdom, others of boundless creativity, but all were united by a shared sense of wonder and curiosity. In this celestial realm, time held no sway, and the spirits of Alex and Xylo were free to explore the wonders of the cosmos to their heart's content. They visited worlds beyond imagination, witnessed the birth of stars and galaxies, and marveled at the intricate beauty of the universe. But amidst the splendor of their celestial journey, there remained a longing in their hearts, a longing to return to the mortal realm, to continue their mission of spreading unity and compassion to all corners of the galaxy. And so, with a sense of purpose burning brightly within them, they set their sights on a distant point in the cosmic tapestry, a beacon of light that called out to them across the vastness of space. Their journey took them to a world teeming with life, its inhabitants embroiled in conflict and turmoil. But even in the midst of chaos, they saw glimmers of hope, beings reaching out to one another in acts of kindness and solidarity, striving to overcome the divisions that threatened to tear them apart. With a gentle touch, Alex and Xylo whispered words of encouragement to the troubled souls, igniting a spark of hope that flickered and grew into a beacon of light that illuminated the darkness. Together, they guided the inhabitants of the world towards a future filled with promise and possibility, their voices echoing through the cosmos like a symphony of hope. And as they watched the world below them transform, bathed in the warm glow of unity and understanding, the spirits of Alex and Xylo knew that their journey was far from over. For in the eternal dance of the cosmos, there were always new worlds to explore, new challenges to overcome, and new souls to touch with the light of their love. And so, hand in hand, they continued their celestial journey, their spirits bound together for all eternity in a bond that transcended time and space. For wherever there was darkness, they would be there to bring light. Wherever there was despair, they would be there to bring hope. And wherever there was division, they would be there to bring unity. In the annals of cosmic history, the tale of Alex and Xylo became legend, a story passed down from generation to generation, cherished by beings across the galaxy as a beacon of hope and inspiration. Their journey, though now shrouded in the mists of time, remained etched in the collective memory of the universe, a testament to the enduring power of friendship, unity, and compassion. As the ages rolled on and civilizations rose and fell, the legacy of Alex and Xylo endured, woven into the very fabric of the cosmos itself. Their story became a guiding light for countless souls, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there was always hope. The academy they had helped to transform continued to stand as a bastion of knowledge and enlightenment, its halls echoing with the laughter and voices of beings from 1,000 worlds. It remained a testament to the power of education, diversity, and cooperation, a living monument to the ideals that Alex and Xylo had fought so tirelessly to uphold. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, worlds once torn apart by conflict and division found solace in the example set by Alex and Xylo. Their message of unity resonated far and wide, inspiring beings of all shapes and forms to come together in the spirit of understanding and cooperation. And in the celestial realm where their spirits now dwelled, Alex and Xylo continued their eternal journey, their souls bound together in a bond that transcended time and space. For though they had long since departed the mortal realm, their love and light continued to shine brightly, guiding the way for all who sought the path of unity and compassion. And so, as the stars twinkled in the endless expanse of the cosmos, the tale of Alex and Xylo lived on, a timeless testament to the enduring power of friendship, courage, and the belief that together anything was possible. And as long as there were beings who dared to dream and strive for a better world, their legacy would endure, a shining beacon of hope in the vastness of the universe. The end.